What's up guys, Edrone here. Today we're going to be taking a look at some new accessories for the DJI Mini 3 and the Mini 3 Pro. Stay tuned. Alright, first up we're going to be taking a look at the DJI RC sunshade. This is a silicone sunshade that slips right over your DJI RC and gives you some nice protection as well on the sides and the bottom. And also blocks the sun. It has all the cutouts you need for the bottom of the controller, as well as the back for the ventilation, and we have some nice rubber grips. Even though the mount is made of silicone, it's still plenty sturdy enough to hold the controller up. And they give you a couple of washers and a couple of little bolts here to bolt it securely to the controller. And if you have the lanyard accessory not included, I'll put links in the description for that. You can attach that as well. And I like the cutouts they have on the side of the sunshade here for your fingers. Makes it really comfortable when you're holding it, for a good place for your thumbs. And it does a really good job of blocking out that sunlight. Alright, next up we're going to be taking a look at the camera lens protector here. And it's just a clip-on accessory that you can use to help protect your camera a little bit better, as well as knock out some unwanted sun flare. And this just snaps into place. Put the Mini 3 on its back, point the gimbal up carefully, hold the gimbal with 2 fingers and snap it into place. And it looks really good on there. And here's some comparison video of with the lens protector versus without the lens protector. You can see you get a little bit more dynamic range, not a whole lot. But you can see a little bit more details in the shadows with the lens protectors. Alright, the only bad part about this is it does not fit the gimbal cover with the lens protector installed. So you must remove the lens protector each and every time you want to go ahead and use the gimbal cover. But luckily it's easy to take off. Just put it on its back, hold the gimbal with 2 fingers, and then you can just unsnap it and then put your gimbal cover right back on. Alright, these are the Heiy RC props that were sent to me. Now these props come in a nice little bag here, and you can see on the left we have the Heiy RC props, and on the right we have the DJI props. You see the DJI props are a little bit shinier material, and we're going to go ahead and weigh the props to show you the difference. DJI props are coming in at 1 gram, versus the Heiy RC prop is a little bit heavier, coming in at 1.2 grams. Now, with the DJI props, we come in at 248 grams. With the Heiy RC, we come in at 249.5 grams. Still under that 250. So as you'll notice from the sound test, the Heiy RC props seem to have a little bit lower of a tone than the stock DJI props, which I wouldn't say each or is louder than one another, just different tones. So depending on what tone you prefer, a higher versus a lower tone, that may be an issue for you. It's not a huge difference. But the props feel really good in the air. I feel like I have plenty of control, and the fact that they're a little bit heavier to me makes them feel a little bit more substantial. I feel like because they're a little bit heavier, you're going to get a little bit more stability and a little bit higher winds. But the trade-off is you're probably going to get a little bit lower flight time because you are swinging a little bit heavier prop. Alright, this is the fourth accessory we're going to be taking a look at today, the drone landing pad. 50 centimeter, nice good size, large landing pad. This is the box it comes in. Flipping it over, you'll see that it has shows both contrast on both sides. Comes with a nice cloth bag, the instructions, and 4 stakes. I like that the corners have the metal reinforcements, and it has a good weight to it. Nice foldable design. You can just throw it down, and the weight of it's going to keep it down in a little bit lower winds. And then you can also just add the stakes at higher winds. And I love the fact that it's reversible for a high contrast. Alright guys, there you have it. There's the accessories for the Mini 3 Pro from Heiy RC, and I'll put links down in the video description. Really happy with the quality of all of the accessories that were sent to me for review, and full disclosure, I will definitely give you the honest opinion of how these particular accessories perform for me and display that to you guys. Links down in the video description. Make sure you check them out, and I'll put a couple other links to some other accessories that I've reviewed previously on the channel from Heiy RC as well. But I really do like the landing pad. I like the extra weight of it. It seems to hold itself down relatively nicely. And I like the type of material that they use for that landing pad. As well as I really do like the sunshade for the DJI RC. It works really good for blocking the sunlight off of the screen, so you can go ahead and see flying during optimal sunlight. You can fly on really bright days and not have to worry about the sun basically blinding you from the screen. As far as the propellers go, I definitely like the propellers. They look very similar to the DJI stock propellers. They are a little bit heavier, however, they do fly really good, and the fact that they're a little bit heavier to me means they're going to be a little bit more durable, and I think it's going to be a little bit more stable flying this around. Going to get maybe a little bit less flight time using these propellers because they are a little bit heavier, but all in all, I think it's a good balance of extra durability. And even though the propellers are a little bit heavier than the DJI stock propellers, the drone is still under 249 grams, which means that you won't have to worry about registering this if you choose to use the aftermarket Heiy RC propellers. I like that they give you a couple different screwdrivers, some extra screws to go along with the props, and I like that the props are clearly labeled for which direction they're going to be put on, and they also have the nice little wingtip on the side. As far as the camera lens protector goes on here, it snaps on really easy. I like the way that it just snaps into place, and it's going to give you a little bit of additional protection to your camera, as well as help with a little bit of lens flare that you may get from the sunlight. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's going to be more videos on the DJI Mini 3 Pro, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Edrone out.